welcome everybody to the IHSEA Overwatch quarterfinals. This matchup between Whitney Young and Oswego East. Really excited to bring you the action tonight. I'm Coach McGee, head coach of Springfield Public Schools, and I'm joined tonight for the first time all season by Coach Mendez. Say hello.
Hello. Coach Mendez here from, what are we, Naperville 203.
Yeah, overseeing both Naperville North and Naperville Central, if I'm not mistaken.
That's right.
Yeah, so I'm excited. I'm excited because we get to oversee 3 schools in Springfield, so I got you beat by 1. Hey, both teams are ready to go. We're going to start the action right up. We'll catch you up on the rest of the action from today as we go through, but we're going to get right into this. Our first map today is going to be Rialto in our quarterfinals. Then we will move on to Assault, and then Hybrid, and then Control if necessary, and keep going from there. So this is going to be a really fun matchup. Whitney Young has had a fantastic season up to this point. In fact, they have yet to see the defeat screen on their computer monitors in the entire IHSEA regular season and playoffs. They have 3-0'd everybody they've seen, but so have Naperville North and Springfield. So this has been a very one-sided contest for this team up to this point.
I'll admit something. Naperville North has 3-0'd everyone up to this point. However, they do not have a perfect map score anymore.
Oh,
as
that's
of,
right.
As
there
of
was
a few
tie.
weeks ago, yes, there was a tie. So no
losses.
losses.
Against Barrington.
That was against Barrington.
Yeah, and what's exciting now is the other 3 quarterfinals have concluded today. Barrington has swept Glenwood out of the playoffs. Springfield has swept Niles North out of the playoffs. And Naperville North swept Lyons Township out of the playoffs. So all the other 3 quarterfinals have been sweeps. So I guess to your point, Springfield and Whitney Young, the only schools that have not had a draw or defeat on the screen. But this is going to be really exciting, I think. This is going to be a matchup between a school we've seen very little of on stream, Whitney Young. In fact, we haven't seen them at all. And Oswego East that we've seen a few times. So let's get with the action here. Oswego East going to be on offense first. They're looking to run a Sig Arisa comp to start off here. Aldebaran looking to break the shield and can take some space here.
Very standard stuff, trying to hold the corner here. Right behind. A lot of teams tend to do this instead of push up too far. And as I say that, though, here they come.
Yeah, Cosine coming in, but he's going to get picked off by Ham. Ham's Echo, watch that all match. This is going to be the game changer. Oswego East leads so heavily on him, but they're going to take this first fight and be able to take this space. An exciting push here for the Wolves.
You know, admittedly, we were a little bit worried about how the Wolves would fare, but it looks like right out of the gate, they're extremely comfortable against the Dolphins here.
Yeah, they're leaning into this double shield count, Mickey guy making sure that he can get the payload continuing to move. I don't know. We're definitely going to get a recontest here. Like you said, Whitney Young, just a team we know very little about. The window does come out. Owen Sauce gets the shot through on Ham.
That is such an early window.
Yeah, it was. Here we go. The pick's coming in for Whitney Young now. So instead, they're going to take this fight. Oswego East unable to finish the push on A, but does get a lot of space. What I was saying, we've seen from Whitney Young all season, we've seen a lot of Reaper Sombra. That's something we look to see as we come tonight. However, they're coming out with double hit scan, Ryan Zarya, very standard sort of early Overwatch composition they're running right now. Ham was looking for Reaper Sombra. That's why he's picking Echo, but the Echo is going to be tough to run into double hit scan. He will continue, though. And I will say, Oswego East has had some scrims against Springfield. We've seen them. Here comes the copy. He looks for Reinhardt. He's going to get that shatter really quickly if he can get the fire strike in, and he does. He gets deleted, though, before he can get the shatter off. Shatter gets blocked.
The hammer.
Ults are coming out. Trades are coming in. Willow gets the better of his opposite number and picks up ammo as well. Here comes Tackvisor. Can this turn the fight? No. Owen Sauce gets deleted. Oswego East for sure going to finish point A here at Rialto.
Willow says, do not forget about me. I may be the lesser of 2 hams, but here I am. Here I am.
Absolutely. No, Ham been the game changer for the Wolves all season. Very tough to deal with. Can pop off at any given moment on a number of heroes. Aldebaran with a pull off on Cosine. Hello. Terp, we should have done the plus or minus on environmentals.
I know. Look at this. First point is going to go over. And it looks like the Dolphins are going to be going back and holding another corner. Typical for Overwatch, right?
Icky guy on cart duty, just trying to keep it moving. I think the Wolves might be careful, though, is if that cart's not going to move very quickly. So this is going to force them to win a number of fights as opposed to having 2 or 3 on cart. The double shield is working for them thus far, though. They just have more shields than the Dolphins do. Dolphins looking for the high ground. Can they make use of it?
Ham is going to get behind. Oh, you've got to think that's a mistake, right? I mean, grab Lucio on the copy. Lucio does go down for the Dolphins.
Ult's trading. Not sure who's going to win the fight. Yeah, hey, the beat drop does come down, though. That is a lot of health. Not necessarily a traditional Echo copy, but a lot of heals coming in. Cosign with a big fire strike. Picks 2 off. Owensoft's going to continue it. So far, we've gone back and forth. Oswego East wins the first fight. Whitney Young takes the second. Oswego the third. And then Whitney Young the fourth. So a very evenly matched map so far.
Absolutely. I was going to say that is a testament to how evenly matched these two teams are. A lot of people thinking that Whitney Young was the favor in this coming into this tournament, but here we are.
Yep, Springfield, I will say, has made in scrims with Oswego East and Barrington quite a lot. We made an investment in running some double hit scan against them. Seems to be paying off. They've seen some experience against it, and now they're ready for this. May not be what they expected as they've been showing Reaper Sombra all season, but they're handling it just well with the double shields. Trying to get some space, but the Dolphins just not letting the target push. Here comes a window.
Yeah, there's the window. Whitney Young did drop down. There's High Noon going to be used, and is it going to kill anyone? No, it does eliminate actually Ikigai. Ikigai goes down, and here's the res onto Ikigai from Dweebatron.
Yeah, and with Ham getting the pick on Red Frost, a lot of damage down for the Dolphins now. Oswego East vouched as well. They're investing ults. They want to take this fight. Here they go. Ham with the butterfly skin on Echo. Comes the Sigil. Is he going to catch anybody? He does get Owen Sauce. Can they capitalize? The bubble comes through. He's not going to drop quite yet. They're taking space. Echo does get the copy on Reinhardt again. Wants to get the shatter off. This time it gets shattered himself. Here comes Attack Visor from behind. Owen Sauce got back there. Nobody noticed. Dolphins clear up the Wolves here. But again, we're just taking one fight at a time. Each team, they just keep trading.
Yeah, look at that feed. That is intense. A lot of build up to one just absolutely insane moment. Everyone goes down, and now the Oswego East Wolves are trying to get back into this.
I'd be interested to see if Ham makes a switch off Echo sometime. I mean, he's feeling good. He's getting some picks. They seem to happen like early fight to start. When they win the fight, just because Ham got a pick early. But with the double hit scan coming out and only one shield, I bet you see Ham run some Genji at some point in this match, even though he's not really thought of to be very strong. Big stick comes in from the back. Can they capitalize on the damage? The Reinhardts are just swinging at each other, hoping for the best, hoping the support bailed him out. The window for Oswego East comes out, but the beat drop before Whitney Young comes in instead and negates the effects that window's going to have. They win that fight. One more fight coming in for the Wolves unless they can keep this B push going. Taking a look at our ult economy, Coach Mendez, going to be another pretty high octane fight coming up.
Yeah, it looks like it. When you get into one fight territory almost, you really think about what are we going to do here. There's the window.
An early window choice. They're going to be able to hide from it. I don't know that I love that window. They can just get down and hide from it around the window or the pillars there. Now the big game changer is going to be what value this grab gets. They've got nothing to stop the grab. Here it is. Can they finish? They catch all of them. Echo copy comes. They shatter.
Shatter.
All the Baron gets the shatter to stop that push. They all get pulled up. Here comes the damage from the
this is looking good. Looking good for Oswego East here.
Oh man, you gotta wonder why Cosign used the shatter there. The team started to fall around him. He got really amped up. Team lost the fight anyway, and now he doesn't have the shatter. Oswego East will keep this push going. Will they be able to finish B though before a retake test? No stall coming in yet for Whitney Young, although Zarya I think is gonna get there in time. Bubble comes in on Owen.
Soldier gets in. This might be the stuff they're looking for.
Ham.
Ham is down. Ham is down. I repeat, Ham is down. What are they going to do here?
Willow picks off the support. That could be big, but Owen Sauce returns the favor, and the picks are coming in for Whitney Young. That huge Helix rocket for Owen Sauce. Whitney Young going to stop Oswego East at the end of B with a team kill, but a great push in a very evenly matched fight up to this point. Woo!
Had a little bit of a map on our hands, huh?
I'm saying this feels like one of those matches that's going to require us to have a few beverages on our table so we don't lose our voices.
Initiating match.
So we saw Ham. You know what's crazy to me? Whitney Young ran double hit scan that entire defense, and Ham still got value out of Echo. I mean, you think that Echo shouldn't make anything happen in a double hit scan, but imagine what's going to happen if Whitney Young doesn't run double hit scan, what Ham's Echo could do.
Definitely agree. But it's a lot about adapting. What is Ham going to pick now, knowing that that double hit scan is out there? I mean, at that point, you could even rotate to something like the worst Echo, which would be Pharah. What are you gonna pick here?
I think that You know, I like the idea of running Genji. I have seen Ham's Genji. It's quite strong. He makes big plays. Into double hit scan, you know, the only problem is that McCree. Red Frost seems to be playing really well. I think that Ham's probably worried about the CC coming in, or just knowing that it's not really a divey double hit scan Whitney Young is running, so there's nobody to jump on, especially with the Lucio core target, Baptiste core target. That's probably what's holding him back, but if he can use these corners and these buildings to hide as Echo while still getting value, he'll get maximum efficiency out of her. Here we go, though. They're going to hold that high ground, see what they can get going. Still running the Sigarisa. Pretty optimal composition right now. Fire Strike comes in, gets eaten. Here comes the Rock, and that's going to get negated as well. So they're not going to contest quite yet. They're looking for a pick up top. And there it is, a big one.
Neb is down, and Red Frost did pick that McCree, so Ham is going to be a little bit more cautious sitting behind the buildings here.
Yep, that's exactly what we said. He's got to make sure he's using his natural cover, but if he can consistently get the support line of Whitney Young down, Whitney Young may have an issue here. Good hold at this first fight for Oswego East. Here comes Whitney Young again. They're moving in quick. Ryan Zarya charging in, taking that front line cosign, taking a lot of damage to the shield. He's getting all up in the Wolves' business right now. Big pick on Aldebaran, and here comes the other tank drops as well. Oswego East going to lose this fight. Trying to get out, but not.
Look at how Whitney Young is pushing this. Just keep jumping, moving forward. They really do not let go of the gas.
Yeah, they're denying space, absolutely, and that allows not only the payload to get moving, but then their ult economy is that much stronger because they continue to push the problem. So point A goes to Whitney Young with 5.5 minutes left on the clock. They have to get almost to the end of B, but as we saw with the Oswego East push, that could prove to be challenging, particularly under this overpass up here.
Window is up. Deadeye is up for Whitney Young so far. Really close to a shatter.
We also have a window on the side of the Wolves and Copy. That Copy is the wild card. Echo can do all kinds of crazy things with it. The pull off the side doesn't get Amu, though. He falls onto the boat. Good idea. Ham immediately deleted upon Echo Copy. What happened? That is not good for the Wolves.
All they can do is to keep pushing. It must have been a misplay. There's the window. Oh, double window. There it is.
There's a lot of damage coming out from both of these teams right now. The double window and the trenches. Oswego East was popped first, so they're going to lose it first as well. And here come the Dolphins. Red
The res does come down, but Ham and Alderan pay for it. They are down.
A gigantic flush, but Nitro gets lit up when up there, so it will not even get to land. Payload had not been moving through that fight, but it is going to make a lot of traction up here with 3 on cart probably coming up soon. There we go. 1, 2, 3. And Oswego East is going to get one more contest here with 4 minutes on the clock. They have switched to Ball Orisa, so they definitely switched to Stall. Nitro not with an ult, but a lot of ults coming online for Oswego East. They're going to need to use them. There's the Bongo. It immediately gets deleted to grab. It's going to go down, and that's going to be it. Whitney Young is going to be taking Rialto here. Matter of time at this point.
Ball is still around. Maybe not. There it is, going down. Rubitron and Ikigai go down as well. And Whitney Young.
Yeah, Whitney Young does take the first map. Rialto, well played to them. But I'll tell you what, you know, you said you used the word admittedly. I'm going to use it too. Admittedly, we thought this was going to be fairly one-sided based on our regular season records, who these teams were playing. Oswego East says no. We are here to play. We are not giving this up easy. There was plenty of time left on that clock, but their offense looked pretty strong, and there's a lot of promise in this match to be a close one for both of these teams.
Certainly agree. We are going to go to a quick break, but when we're back, map 2 of Whitney Young versus Oswego East High School. We'll be right back.
Adaptation successful.
Welcome back, everyone. We're here for map 2. It's going to be Temple of Anubis, the choice of the Wolves of Oswego East High School. Casters are both ready. We're going to see if these teams are ready here. They're having a conversation about Apple Cider's Smurf name, which happens to be Eggnog, and I think that's hysterical.
That is funny.
Oswego East is ready to go, and we have a ready from the side of... Oh, wait, that also came from Oswego East. Whitney Young still having a conversation. Coach Mendez, what did you see from Oswego East at Rialto that you think they need to capitalize on moving forward here at Temple of Anubis?
I think they should have at this point, they should have a little bit of a confidence boost that, okay, that last map did not go so bad. You know, they made it pretty far. They pushed the cart pretty far. And they know that they can match up to some of Whitney Young's players. I think if they stick to the Echo, it may work for them. You know, I think it's all centered around Ham, but again, you have players like Willow that are I mean, it seems a little bit underappreciated, right, as far as the casters go, right? But I think that Willow was doing great. I think you know they just got to continue to play as a team, right? And
I think they're
a little scared, right? They're a little scared of Whitney Young, but they need to just play like what they know. They got to play to their own strengths and not to their weaknesses.
And that's interesting you bring that up because obviously, you know, kudos to everybody on Whitney or on Oswego East team that's not Ham, because they always hear about Ham, right? They know he's making plays. They know he's who casters talk about. It is what it is. He's a good player, but like to your point, he's enabled by everybody. That's the thing about Overwatch. You can have a crazy good player, but if they're not enabled by their team and if there's not chemistry, they will not go far in this season. At IHSEA, we're really lucky to have some incredible high school talent in Overwatch. And one player does not a team make. We did finally get a ready from the side of Whitney Young. So that being said, we're going to start Temple of Anubis. Oswego East will be on offense first. We did have a sub Apple Cider in for Nitro. So those of you at home that know Apple Cider, and of course I'm talking to the Capitals, probably excited about that. But yeah, I think Oswego East is probably a little caught off guard. Whitney Young has been running this Reaper Sombra. It's what everybody's been talking about. It's what they've been scouted. And then they bring out double hit scan with Ryan Zarya. Right. So I think that they've had a map. They can learn from it. Whitney Young, on the other hand, their strategy here is, hey, we're playing well. We're getting picks. Ham is big. We have to shut him down, and we continue to be successful. So I'm excited to see how this will change in a non-escort situation. Anubis, very different in terms of maps compared to Rialto. Ham on that Genji that we talked about last game that I told you I see this potentially coming. Now, I don't know about the Genji with a Diva from Apple Cider. I haven't seen a lot of Zarya from Apple Cider, so I'm imagining there might be a switch on the part of Oswego East, unless they're not looking for the grab blade combo, they're just looking for the nano blade combo.
Right. I think, you know, to talk about your previous point, I really do think that it's a little bit curious that, you know, Whitney Young would wait this long to show something other than their bread and butter. But if you're gonna wait this long, why not wait till the finals? You know, if they're showing their secret card, if they're showing their cards now, this means that they were a little bit afraid of Oswego East as well. So I hope they recognize, Oswego East recognizes that a little bit. Like, okay, you know, we're getting the respect of this top tier team. You know, we can win this.
Ryan Diva coming in, a very mobile composition do the Wolves have. I'm excited to see this. Apple Cider's Diva gets a lot of value with her matrices, and I think it's going to be impactful. Aldebaran gets a big fire strike. It's going to start swinging. It's a brawl on the front line with these teams right now. One pick will decide who's just going to win this fight. Who is it going to be first? Owen Sauce gets the first pick on Willow. Whitney Young's likely going to win this fight, and here they go. This is a brawl comp. Man, this is old-fashioned Overwatch right here.
Not that I would know a ton about old-fashioned Overwatch, but
fair enough.
I will take your word for it.
I'll say what the difference is in these teams is Oswego East is running a more we're going to use utility and offense to beat you, and Whitney Young is running a more we have survivability. Despite the Junkrat on their team, that Baptiste Lucio is a lot of heals that can come out in a short amount of time in a very small space. Ham does flank. Can he get anything out of it? He flanks in, gets out. Weavatron gets picked. Unlucky for Wolves, and Owen Sauce going crazy on the Junkrat right now. Amu gets all the Baron, and this is going to be another fight win for the Dolphins. It's weird saying Dolphins. I think they're the only Dolphin in the IHSEA, if I'm not mistaken. Apple Cider. No, the stagger. It's brutal. It's brutal.
Oh, man. Get around them.
That was tough. That's going to waste another 15 seconds for sure. Yeah, I think they're the only Dolphins in the IHSEA, if I'm not mistaken.
The only Dolphins we've streamed so far, I think.
Fair enough.
This is, yeah, the Dolphins, it does feel very official. I feel like I'm catching it.
I'm a Miami Dolphins fan. Yeah, I'm a Miami Dolphins fan. This feels weird right now. I don't know what to think about this. Here they go again, looking for the left side push again. They're going to brawl it out. The ult advantage is going to be different. Nano Blade comes in. Can he get a pick out of it? The lamp is there to stop it. Oh, and
absolutely
Sauce with
huge
triple
tire.
Oh, man. Oswego East invested the Nano Blade. The lamp came out. Ham wasn't able to get eliminations in time, but it didn't matter. Owen Sauce with the triple tire and 2 more picks after that. Hello, carry in that fight.
Absolutely insane. I mean, the positioning on Owen Sauce was phenomenal. He watched the team walk right into the coach, walked around, got the tire over the gate, and it was done.
Created Fire Strike, neither really getting any value at all. Ult advantage clearly in favor of the Dolphins right now. What are they going to use first? Window comes out, but nobody's going to use it. Ham gets a pick, but I don't think it's going to matter. The Wolves falling again. The Neb uses his window for himself there. Not always a bad choice for Baptiste. His team didn't get anything out of it, and clearly they didn't really need to. They got a lot of value on the ground there. And here come the Wolves again. I think they've got to make a change.
Yeah, Dolphins are so...
Leave a bomb in.
Oh, there it is. Oh, it's going to take one. It's going to go down. This might be the window that they're looking for. Ham is going to take down cosign. Point A might be in the bag here.
Apple Cider found a huge pick there that I'm still surprised he's having. 1 pick for the Wolves. Will they get more? Lamp comes out. They're going to take care of that quickly. The net falls. Owen Sauce does get a support. That might be trouble, but he drops himself. Ham's beam comes out to try to finish off.
There we go, 2 ticks.
Dweebatron says, I'm the better Lucio. Get off of point A.
All right, point A. We go east. Probably very happy about that point A pick.
Yeah, no kidding. Just when it
Things
felt
were
like
looking bleak. Yep.
Yeah, just when it felt like Whitney Young was clearly going to hold full hold, Oswego East got a lot of value, and it wasn't even the fight that used ults. And look at the ult economy now. They've got 3 online, 4th ready. Beat drop will be closely following. They could easily snowball this. Here comes the copy. The Zarya is going to get caught. He's going to have to get through that Rhine shield.
Looking for a grab here.
Riptire catches Icky guy. Shatter gets blocked by Alderbear. Nicely done. All kinds of ults coming out. Honestly, guys, just watch the kill feed. See what happens.
Right, the lamp was up as well. So not a whole lot of damage taken on the side of Whitney Young. And that kill feed will reflect it for you.
The Neb's lamps have been gigantic all match. Oswego East really struggling to handle the value those are putting in these fights. Yeah, Willow with an ult. Ham does switch off of Echo onto Reaper. I like the switch. He's going to have trouble getting in Owen Sauce's face, but I think he's going to get more value on the tank line in particular of Whitney Young. Interested to see what Willow does with this high noon. One of the only offensive ult coming online for these teams. Will he use it to zone and break shields, or will he use it to confirm a kill? Let's find out. Window comes out to Whitney Young. Don't even walk into it. Yeah, they're like, nah,
they decide, nah, we're going to go around, actually.
We dipping. Not happening. Good choice by the Wolves there. Here's the brawl. Beat drop comes in for Oswego East.
High Noon is going to grab Red Frost. That might be used for the fight, although Amu is going to take down Dweebatron, and Cosign going rampant in the back end. Oswego East on their back foot yet again, and unfortunately that push did not work, even avoiding the window.
Yeah, Willow did his job taking care of Red Frost, who's been impactful all game, but it didn't matter. I think Dweebatron probably beat dropped a little too early. We saw that grab come out, and had the beat drop come out in the latter half of that grab, or right as it happened, may have had enough heals to sustain the push that Cosign did. Man, that was a Rhine play right there. Ham took the high ground, drops off of back. This is just, man, I love this trading. He's so evenly matched right now.
Ikigai and Alderaan both have ult ups. The Shatter might be coming. They're looking for it, and there it is, but it is going to get blocked. The tire in the back is going to get Ikigai, so Ikigai cannot use, did use ult actually before he died.
Oh, unlucky. Ikigai definitely coalesced.
Another Shatter Brock, though. Oh.
Cosign and Aldebaran really playing these Reinhardt mind games. I think that window definitely overused there. Didn't need the window to win that fight. And especially because they decide not to stagger to Dweebatron. Oswego East going to get one more push. Hand back on the Echo.
It does feel like Whitney Young is using ult off CP. And I don't know if that's just me observing that. But it really does feel like they're pressing Q at any point in time they can.
Yeah, a team that's definitely using a lot of ults, for sure. But they've had the economy to do it, honestly. I love that this match has been determined by ult use. The Rhine mind games are real. Echo, can you get a copy on the Owen sauce? He gets bubbled. He does go weak, but he's going to get bubbled and not taken care of. All the Barons
Oswego East needs something here. They need something. No ult up, but they need to get back there. Their Willow is going to grab his ult. Ult is going to be up, but he's going to get pinned back. Oh, and he goes down in the last second. Couldn't even touch. So point A.
Yeah,
It's a game of point A.
Dude, I'll tell you what though, Anubis is one of those maps that it can be 6-5 some nights and it can be 1-0 some nights. I mean, it totally depends on how these teams are playing. What we see here, I think we might see you know, I'm not gonna put my foot in my mouth because I'll look like an idiot when I say it. I would be surprised if we don't see the Reaper Sombra at some point. Let me just say that.
Okay, all right. I was gonna say you might as well. This is your time.
I know. I feel like this would be the opportunity to do it.
IHSEA quarterfinals come once a year.
You're not wrong. Hey, technically every single week comes once a year, Coach Mendez.
Yeah, that's kind of the point. That's a little bit of what I was talking about. There's only one round. Once a year.
But I will say, at this point in the season, there's the Reaper Sombra. I should have said it. I called it.
You said it though. That's good.
I did say it. So what I'll tell you is, this is the point in the season where, you know, seniors are starting to think about things. You know, this is the quarterfinals. Every map might be the last time a team plays together on that map.
That is the most heartbreaking thing, but it's so true. It is
right,
so
we
true.
talked about that with the Capitals tonight. I told them, like, guys, you know, we're playing Niles North. They're a good team. You need to go into every map knowing this is the last time you may ever play with those three. So show up. So and that's you feel that both of these teams have seniors. It's always different every year. That's the beauty and the curse of high school esports.
Monumental amounts of pressure on Oswego East here as Whitney Young slowly approaches.
Check out the Zen and Baptiste combo coming out for Whitney or for Oswego East. I like it. It's a good comp if you can make it work. Reaper Sombra coming out. Let's see for the first time what Whitney Young does with their bread and butter here. Ult finds no one. Owen Sauce with a big pick on Apple Cider. Not good for the Wolves.
Apple Cider was out of position, unfortunately for them. Ham is gonna go down by Lucio. Lamp is gonna be used, but it may not be enough to save anyone. Aldebaran is gonna go down. Dubatron is gonna go down. Willow is down as well. There goes point A.
Yeah, and the problem here is now that you're running Reaper Sombra, look at Beneb already with the window ult coming online. The problem for Oswego East here is 6 minutes defense, one tick.
Yeah.
As if that wasn't hard enough,
right.
EMP is pretty much an auto win.
Backs
and they have
to the wall here. Backs absolutely to the wall.
They need a miracle. Dinner if they hold this.
They need a miracle here, and a miracle is what they're looking for. There's the window. Riptire's going to go down as well. One. He does get the immortality field, and Owen Sauce is going to go down as well. But Beneb does end up going down anyway to Ham.
Okay, so
this looks good.
So tall order, hard to do. EMP is going to be online eventually. If you're Oswego East, you need to spread out. You need to make sure your ult economy is always intact, and you need to be talking about cooldown.
What's nice about Anubis point B is that you have little areas here where you can perch up on the high ground, and while being directly above the point may not save you from the EMP, you do have a few places that you have a good vantage point.
Absolutely, yeah. And I think this is all about Willow with the Bob coming online. Let's take a look at Bob coming in. That could be big. Cosign gets discorded. If you're Dweeb right now, you've got to keep that discord on Cosign because he's got to keep taking pressure. He's been making big plays. Whitney Young rotating through Dark Room. Ham gonna get value there. They got to be careful running into Junkrat.
Bob is up for Willow. There's one hack gonna go down in the back line, but not gonna be anyone yet.
Oh, Apple Cider.
Oh, absolutely huge tire for Ham. This is what they needed.
Ham, get out of here. Okay, the quadruple tire for Ham is gigantic, but Apple Cider ate that grab for Amu, and that is huge. That Sigma eating the grab is something that you love to see as a coach. That was so nice.
Perhaps it is us as coaches projecting a little bit onto these students where we're saying,
be careful.
You've got one chance here. You've got one chance.
Be careful. Owen Sauce with the EMP online. Red Frost, they're probably going to wait for the EMP Death Block.
There they are. There it is.
Death Block is not ready. Oliver gets a pick on Red Frost, though. That might be a big trade. The lamp is there for Oswego East.
Dubatron is going to drop ult as well. May save someone in time for Saul to come out. Bob is on the field, but he is going to go down eventually as well. It is still contested, not quite any progress done yet. But as I say that, there's the window.
Aldebaran did switch the ball. He's going to contest. At this point, it's desperation. You got to play stall. They're dropping. Whitney Young looking good so far to finish this. Weavertron on point as Lucio, but he will immediately get deleted as well. And like I said, that Sombra EMP is just too much to deal with when you got a 6-minute one-tick situation. It is an absolute immediate fight win, and that's how Whitney Young was managed to make that happen.
Play of the game.
Damn, here comes that quadruple tire.
Yeah, this is
Pay
the
attention to the
tire
Sigma Eat at the beginning of this fight. Apple Cider is going to eat this grab. Goodbye. Rip Tire coming in.
Yeah, right in that corner. Absolutely insane.
If you're Oswego East right now, do not lose faith. Keep in some good fights. If you're Whitney Young right now, slam the door. You have the momentum. You have the playing that's going well. You need to finish this off 3-0 if you're Whitney Young. Because I think if you let Oswego East win a map here, you might have a momentum problem.
I was gonna say, right now they're kind of on the upward trend here. They have the opportunity to, I mean, I should say in this analogy, the downward trend. They're going down the hill. They've got all the momentum they need. They may let off the gas just a little bit, but they need to be careful. Oswego East, very good team and very good about getting in between these matches here. We're gonna go to a quick break. Once the teams decide on the next map and potentially any swaps, we will be right back for more.
Everybody, welcome back. We're headed to map 3 now, which is a uncommonly picked map in our regular season, at least in our experience. We're headed to Numbani for our hybrid map. Oswego East is down 2-0 to Whitney Young right now. Whitney Young running a double hit scan, Ryan Zarya, traditional comp on the first map, and the Reaper Sombra to close out Temple of Anubis. I'm excited for map 3, Coach Mendez. Do you think there's any chance we don't have a 3-0?
I think there is. I think there's definitely a chance for Oswego East here, especially picking a map that I don't think I've seen in IHSEA competitive, at least on stream, for a good year, maybe year and a half.
Yeah. Numbani, you know, when it first came out, was a map that I really enjoyed. And then it got removed from the competitive pool. Both teams saying they're ready. We're going to get started. It got removed from the comp pool in competitive Overwatch. and we just didn't play it a whole lot. And I think people started to grow away from it. I still think it's a really exciting map. And one of the things about Numbani that's really fun is the difference in the 3 points. It is absolutely one of those maps that you can see significantly different compositions come out in the 3 different points of the map. And that really tests hero depth. It tests game sense. It tests rotations. I'm excited. It could be a completely different game here at Numbani. You might see a Torb come out here. It's maybe one of the best Torb maps in the game is A defense.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna count on that. I want to see a Torb.
And let's see, back to our first one, except Amu on Diva instead of Zarya. No, but the thing with the Torb is, like, if you know that Whitney Young, if you're Oswego East right now, if you know Whitney Young runs a Sombra, the Torb could, you know, put it on a Mega, negate the effects of the Sombra as best you can, put it in a spot that's hard to deal with. But they're going to elect to go with their bread and butter, and I love to see it. You're seeing Oswego East say, listen, this is who we are. This is what we play, and we're going to go as hard as we can and honor that.
Hey there. Hi.
Well, we will see what the fruit of the labor is at the end of Numbani here. Hopefully we will see some good Overwatch. That's all we ask for.
I think we will. I got to point out, the Neb's Baptiste all match has been absolutely crazy. He gets windows so fast and is making a lot of impact with well-timed lamps. Ham gets a sticky on to Owen Saw. It's not going to be enough. Beneb low, also going to be able to get back to full health. Dweebatron and Ham doing the like Echo C, I guess. The Farmer C with the Echo instead. How you can get out of that. They've split teams. Most of Oswego East on the bottom. Ham gets Beneb. The pick on the support is huge. Whitney Young's going to have to back up and play a little safer with only one support, and it's only a Lucio. No direct heals coming out. And they managed to deal with Lucio. Willow gets Owen Sauce. I think Oswego East looking good to take this point.
Absolutely agree. They are pushing in. They practiced this before. Hence why we're on Numbani in general.
Yeah, clearly they were ready for that. All damage was permanent. Oswego East with a very quick take.
2 points. Yep. We might see just the whole take. Yeah. There we go.
All right, so Ham already with a copy coming online. Icky Guy gets his ult before Beneb, so he is outplaying Beneb thus far, something we hadn't seen the first 2 maps.
This is the momentum that I wanted to see, wanted to demonstrate. There they are doing that now.
And good on them for picking a map that nobody goes to. I mean, clearly, Apple Cider left, although he's a spectator. I don't see a pause coming in yet, so we're not going to pause unless we get requests from the team. But yeah, I think good on them for picking a map that maybe other teams just aren't ready for. It is a legal map, absolutely, and we can go here. But Whitney Young looking on their back heels on the defense here. Reinhardt does get copied, and charge goes the wrong direction.
Well, there's double window here in the middle of the street. Our house. Diva is going to get popped out of the mech, and here goes the ultimate down from multiple people, especially multiple members of Whitney Young here. And Owen Sauce just ripping a tear all the way through. Oswego East is forced to back up. What can they do here?
So I think, you know, Ham didn't get a lot of value out of the Ryan copy here, but Ham copied Reinhardt 20 seconds ago, is at 54% on ult right now. Okay, so Ham has got to get more value out of these copies. They get so much variability. There's all kinds of things he can do. I think he could afford to copy damage a little more than Tank because he's a damage player. Like, what are your strengths?
Congo is going to go down way behind the corner, and they're hoping to use some of that leverage to get that further. Cosine is going to go down to the stickies, but Amu in the back is going to take down the
Dweebatron does get taken out by the bomb. Here it is. Echo Ham copies the McCree, immediately gets High Noon and pops the Lucio for Whitney Young. So that's what I'm saying. Ham's a damage player. Copy damage.
Oh, here it is again. We're going to get 2!
It's both the support players with 2 High Noons on the same copy.
Ham is absolutely upset. He's going ham. It's the last time I'm going to use that, I promise.
Okay, you get one. You get one. It's okay, though. I get one, so it might happen again.
No, the first and the last.
Ham does exactly what he needs to do. He's a damage player. Copy damage. He got 2 High Noons in 1 copy, 1 for each support player. Whitney Young on their heels. Oswego East with a great push thus far here at Numbani. They're ready for this map.
Speaking of High Noons, Willow does also have his version.
Imagine dealing with 3 high noons in 1 minute.
By the way, I heard this is called garage window now. Not quite window?
Yeah, it's like gigantic.
door?
The Baptiste ult is buffed to make it much bigger, allowing a lot of different angles to come through. Cosine is overextended perhaps, but he's going to get bailed out. Nice!
Oh, there's the hammer, the shatter, and the window, and the wall hacks. Look at all at the same time.
Yeah,
and
again,
everyone is going to go down on Oswego. It's going to be a full
We talked
reset.
about this at Anubis, but they did not need to use Tac Visor or Window there. That shatter got everyone. They were going to follow up. Whitney Young overused their ults here. Now the economy is going to go the way of Oswego East. I think you look them, like they have 5 ults coming online for this fight. They could easily stop Whitney Young if they used them correctly, and they managed to either deal with the Lucio before he can beat drop, or let him, or bait out the beat drop and then start ulting.
Certainly. Here they are coming around this push already. Not even with the ultimates up. Here they come. Ham does have copy up. Bongo's going to be used pretty much off cooldown, and there's the copy.
Ham takes Sigma this time. Let's see what he can do with it. 2 Sigmas in your face. The Reinhardt shield by Cosine is negating any effect Ham can have his Sigma. But he does get the ult.
Oh,
1, 2,
absolutely
3, 4 in the
huge.
air.
It's going to be at least 4. But Owen Sauce is going to take down Nitro. Nitro's going to get revived, though, in the back. Hopefully, Willow is going to go take down
Huge
Owen
impact.
Sauce.
Whitney Young's Lucio uses beat drop. This is huge. Unfortunately, for Oswego Ham, 2 stickies.
We were teetering left and right, but now Ham is saying this is decisive. This is where we want to win.
And
Here.
they finish.
3 points. That's good. That's very
Yeah,
good. This is what
almost 3
Oswego East
minutes.
needs to do. Absolutely agree.
Almost 3 minutes. What a push in Numbani. I can't remember the last time I finished Numbani with almost 3 minutes left. It seems like it takes forever to get through point B here, and they went right through it. So now Whitney Young needing to have a strong offense of their own if they're to match Oswego East push.
You have to wonder if they seemed a little bit inexperienced on defense, what their offense is going to look like on Numbani. I mean,
Yeah.
you wonder then, what is Oswego East prepared for a defense here, especially since you really don't have a whole lot to go off of as far as in this tournament goes, as what other teams and what other schools do. This is kind of your last hurrah. This is the, we've got a situation, we've got a tactic, and we're going to stick to it here on this map.
So the only change we see from Oswego East is Willow is going to be on the Ashe instead of the McCree on defense. A little longer range options. I definitely like that pick on defense. Whitney Young, however, looking to run Sig Hog instead. Another strong tank composition. They're going to keep the double hit scan and keep the support. Never mind, they made a liar to me. They're playing around. Let's see what's actually going to come out here. Oh, they decided to switch. Owen Sus says, no, let me play McCree. You play Soldier.
There's the adaptability that we talk about, the flexibility that makes a good team great. That's part of the reason why the Dolphins are so successful.
Yeah, absolutely. Sig Hog, something we haven't seen from them yet, but a very damaging composition. Their idea here is, hey, they're running double shield. We need to break that. We have to destroy it. Whitney Young's going to take the high ground here, are they? No, they're going to go all the way around the far left side on offense, head straight to point, right into him, sticky bombs. Who's going to get the first pick? They're rotating high ground.
The read was absolutely insane, but Willow putting a stop to those plans, at least for now.
Yep.
The rotation
saw how fast they rotated, and then Willow gets the pick, and they're like, crap.
Right,
we gotta stop.
The positioning is a bit odd, but had they all made that through that window alive, that would have been absolutely devastating for Oswego East. Now, all they can really do now on the side of Whitney Young is regroup and reevaluate what they're going to do. They might just do it again, but here they are on the high ground immediately.
That halt was closer than I thought it was. All right, well, not farther, I guess, than I thought it was. Looked like it was going to get a halt. Not going to get anything out of it. Sig Hog on point. The tanks have dropped for both teams, and they got a brawl on point A. The first pick going to Oswego East. Ham gets Owen Sauce. That is a big impact. Owen Sauce and Ham, both the ones that are making huge DPS impacts on their team. Copy by Ham's going to go on a Sigma. Doesn't get the rock. He's going to follow through. Can he get the Gravitic Flux? Not yet. He does get it. 1, 2, 3, 4 up in the air. Oh my gosh, he gets the beat drop out. Mello does not, he did not need to use that beat drop. They had already lost 2. Oswego East looking really strong in Numbani defense here. And Mello, I mean, I don't want to use the word through, but like, oh, you do not need to use that beat drop there. You lost that fight, and now you don't have it.
Certainly, I think the communication may have been a little off, maybe a little bit of stage fright, if you will. Deciding to use that beat drop and not quite getting the value that they needed. However, I have a feeling that they'll work that up pretty quickly again.
Yeah, Mello's had it a lot. Cosine with the Gravitic Flux online, Window coming online, Tac Visor, and High Noon soon to follow. Lots of ults for us. We go east though. Here comes a high octane fight again. Fireworks, everybody, get ready. Oh, that grab. Gravitic Flux gonna grab one, slams down Nitro, not gonna get a pick.
Echo is Ham's gonna go down to Red Frost. That's absolutely huge for Whitney Young. What can they do to make things work? And absolutely ripping and tearing through the defense here. And they're gonna go ahead and take point A.
I think what's interesting is Whitney Young has, I have to look through the VOD, I could be wrong, but it feels to me, from the eyeball test, like they're winning all the fights their damage players use ults, right? Like Red Frost and Owen Sauce are getting so much value, particularly Red Frost, out of these ults, and it just tears through a team.
It did seem that way. Yeah, absolutely.
Oswego East needs, they don't have a defensive ult. They've been running Mercy Baptiste. They've had a Zenyatta, where it was the only trance they had, but they're not running that now. I mean, they don't have anything to stop that. And so I wonder if it's because Red Frost and Owen Sauce are making huge impact, or it's because Oswego East just simply is not running a defensive ultimate ready for it.
Ham earlier in that fight previously did get tossed out. As I say,
Winston got me. Yeah, immediately gets the Winston.
Quickly, yeah.
Willow's Bob making an impact. Gets two. Ham got a great value there from the Winston copy as well. Winston, one of those heroes that if you copy him, you're going to have your ult pretty quick. Get over here, the trades in Oswego East is going to be backing up, even though they got some really big picks there. In terms of the scoreboard, Whitney Young's still going to be able to push this payload farther. You got to think that Oswego East wanted to get more value, or at least more card stoppage out of that moment. Again, who will get the first pick? That's what we're looking for here. That seems to be the team that wins the fight. Owen Sauce picks off his Willow. Cosine gets Lugatron. This is looking to be a Whitney Young fight unless Oswego East can turn it around. They will not. It's going to get cleaned up. Owen Sauce did switch to Tracer. So potentially something that Oswego East was not ready for there. Their comp is not real keen on handling a Tracer unless Willow can shut him down.
Whitney Young, I mean, they're playing up pretty far here, especially Owen Sauce here on the Tracer.
They're going to have to finish this in 40 seconds if they want a better time than Oswego East. I don't see that happening with the double shield comp and the lamp and everything they've got. Ham has switched to Reaper as well, which I think is a great switch into a Winston Diva. I don't see them finishing with better time than Oswego East, but certainly they're in position to finish the match.
Bongo did go down early.
Cosine caught behind enemy lines. He's in trouble. He gets nanoed, but he also gets flashbanged. Here comes the Diva Bomb. This might have something to say about the fight. It does not. Cosine picks up Willow. And then Whitney Young wipes up the Wolves. All the Baron will drop as well. That's a team kill. They're going to keep the payload moving. Will they finish it quicker than Oswego East? No. But will Oswego East be able to stop them? I'm not seeing any indication yet that that's going to happen. Last fight here. Have they switched to stall? All the Baron did go Reinhardt. Gravitic Flux coming online. Gets just the Diva.
Moira did go down to that, and looks like a ton of members of Oswego East actually, unfortunately, going down.
They die on cart, so they will finish with 22 seconds worse than Oswego East finished. But man, here at Numbani, that is negligible. That is the same kind of time bank. This is heading to a third round, which I'm very excited for. Again, when Whitney Young uses their damage ults, Oswego East doesn't have anything to stop it. So I think that you have to ask yourself, if you're Dweebatron or if you're Icky Guy here, do we switch to Trance? Do we switch to Lucio? Do we switch to something that can negate these damage ults a little better? Or do we just keep full sending on this, high damage offensive style that they're running? It seems to be working on offense, but on defense, they're getting cleaned up. What do we see? Coach Mendez.
I'm seeing
you see it.
What I see.
Call me a prophet, everybody.
It is absolutely a Torbjorn here for Ham.
Ham looking to run toward. Yeah, he's running it. He's on point. He's playing toward Jordan.
Yeah,
Owen Sauce still in Tracer. Torb could be a big counter to that. Umu and Cosine running dive right now. Owen Sauce switches to Genji. So it looks like Whitney Young is about to dive on them. Oswego East, on the other hand, running a comp that, if played correctly, can really shut down a dive immediately. And now only half the time on offense that they had the first push. This is, I think, composition-wise, looking in favor of Oswego East if they can manage to pull off a couple picks here. They're holding top.
I have to agree. They are holding top, similar to what they did, but no turret. The turret is in a defensive position, a little bit further back, viewing on the point. Looks like Whitney Young is going to split up with 6.
Turret starts its work.
They do know what Winston is up to, though. They do see him back there.
Turret's in a good spot, creating an off angle from the rest of their team, making it difficult to deal with. Red Frost deals with it, however. Let's see where he puts the next one.
Oh, absolutely insane. The monkey is in and out of its cage. This guy's immortality field is going to go down, but Nitro is down as well. What can Whitney Young do here to keep pressing the attack? Owen Sauce is going to take down Albaran as well. What do they do here, Coach?
Whitney Young just showed up with a very strong dive composition. Now, the danger of dive is that now they only have a minute left to push this cart. The nature position is that they keep moving forward, so they're going to put their Ana on cart, keep this thing moving, keep looking for picks. But if Oswego East can break one person, break a tank perhaps, then they're going to be able to stop this dive and put this payload in its tracks.
Right,
a good dive from Whitney Young, though.
Keep an eye on this cart here with only 40 seconds remaining.
That jump by the Winston and Diva on high ground was a really excellent dive. So Whitney Young showing us that they can dive, they're willing to do it. Aldebaran trying to shield here. Ideally, you want the Nitro Sigma to be the primary shield in this comp and Aldebaran to fill in the gaps, but they seem to be doing it the other way around. It can't work. Here comes some ult. Torb gets cosine. That would be big, except that everybody fell around him. So we're going to go to overtime. The team kill came through. We're going to be in overtime here. Whitney Young is going to continue to push. Oswego East is looking for a win con. They need to stop one fight. They need to win one fight so that they can have a spot to aim for. Because no time is on the clock, and at this point, if Whitney Young even considers stepping off the cart, that's going to end this round.
Absolutely. It looks like they do have a few ults up the side of Whitney Young, and by that, I mean a ton. Here comes the Diva Bomb.
Diva Bomb
actually going to find
support.
two. Absolutely huge. Cosine is going to take down Willow, and actually Alderan as well. This is not looking good for the side of Oswego East.
Nope,
Bob
would have got
just
so much value. He would have got so much value, but Amu's Diva Bomb catches the backline support of Oswego East, and they have nothing to show for it. Ults coming online. Transcendence will be gigantic. Nitro might get value.
Ult at the moment.
That's probably all they're gonna have unless this fight drags on. With Oswego East. Oh, the pick on Dweebatron. He had the trance and he died. Slam gets mellow though, so both teams only with one support player. Could be anybody's game. Red Frost popping off though. Gets both damage players for the Wolves and the tank. Hello. Whitney Young going to finish the offense with only 2 minutes left. The trance comes in. He'll stall for a second, but no longer than that. They push all the way to make the score 6-3, and now it's Oswego East's turn with 22 more seconds than Whitney Young had.
All right, what is the strategy here for Oswego East? You picked the map, you've gone the distance. What can you do?
They had to keep doing what they did before on offense. The defense felt bad. They struggled against Whitney Young's push. It is what it is. You know your strength at Numbani is your offense. You keep moving forward. You finish the map too, even if it's overtime. And by the way, it will be an overtime if it is to happen. And then we go one more time with both teams getting a minute on the clock. We haven't seen a whole lot of round threes at all on stream this year, let alone potentially around 5 and 6. You'll love to see it. These teams playing really tough right now. And like I said, they're picking their bread and butter right now. Oswego East showing nothing crazy. Whitney Young falling back on their double hit scan, double shield they were running earlier. Yeah, I think if Ham can, this is about whether Ham gets a pick. If Ham can manage to get a pick, particularly on the support player for the Dolphins, then they can keep this thing rolling and have that ult economy going. But Whitney Young are no slouches, and they are ready to stomp them out and finish the sweep off. I'm excited for this push here.
We will see what Oswego East can do. If you are Oswego East, you've got to be at least pretty happy that here you are, forcing them the distance on Numbani. Of all maps, on Numbani.
And here they come.
Whitney Young opting to take the high ground here.
Cam gets stopped by the Sigma Shield with his stickies. Looking for more here. The Mercy's going to pocket him.
They are underneath. Let's see how they...
It's the same push they had before. 4 down, Mercy's Echo above. Pam gets picked though. That's not what happened last time. Not looking good for the Wolves now. The best Esports there by IHSEA is real, but it's not going to be enough. Benev, oh my god, he's 93 on ult now. Holy crap.
I'm just watching Whitney Young's Lucio player run all the way to spawn just to chase down the Elim. I mean, this is what you do when you're qualifying for playoffs. This is the hunger that you show while you're qualifying for playoffs.
Absolutely. Cam taking a different angle than he did last time, looking for traditional high ground. Not a great spot for Echo to be in if he can't get the verticality that she really needs to be tough to deal with. Lamp comes out for Whitney Young, and the window does as well. Lots of damage coming in with all kinds of survivability. Nobody's picked yet, though. Shatter doesn't get anybody.
Oh, they are far in there with another lamp and another window going. Owen Sauce, everyone is going down.
Oh, I was wondering why we saw the window there, but then I realized Ham copied Beneb's Baptiste on accident.
We have 3 windows.
Yeah. Lots of windows in this house, everybody. Hey, Whitney Young, the only ult coming online, or rather, I guess there are more ults. So we've got Mello's Lucio beat drop coming online. We've got Attack Visor and High Noon coming online soon. Valk is going to be there. Gravik Flux is there for Oswego East. It's going to be fiery. Here we go. Put up or shut up, Wolves.
Absolutely.
Your moment.
Fight territory. We cannot see a pick here. If Oswego East loses anyone at this point without getting at least on this point, which they are, Red Fox is going to take down Willow. This is not looking good. Red Fox taking out Alderman as well. What can they do to make this difference? Absolutely incredible by Owen Sauce. The Deadeye coming through. And there you have it, folks. In the words of Dalton McGee himself, go right ahead. Whitney Young wins.
Yeah, Whitney Young manages to pull it off there. 3-0. Owen Sauce puts the exclamation point on that sweep today. All of our quarterfinals ending in sweeps. Let's take a look at Cosign's Shatter here that stops this push. The window was up, but it didn't matter. Take care of that and get rid of everyone. Well played to both teams today. Oswego East, I'll tell you what, that's about the closest sweep as we've seen all season.
Absolutely.
They played so hard tonight.
If I had $1 for every Shatter I've seen behind a cart, I would be rich. I would be absolutely rich.
Glad to be of assistance.
Congratulations to Oswego East for a fantastic season. You guys have been great to watch. We've seen you on stream a few times. Unfortunate ending to the season, but it was hard fought. And then another congratulations to Whitney Young. You guys will continue your dominance and head to the state semifinals for IHSEA. Looking forward, next matchups we will see on Saturday is Whitney Young will take on Springfield. Neither team having seen a draw or defeat on their screens all year. That is going to be a fiery matchup. And Naperville North will take on Barrington, the oppressive offense of Barrington, taking on the experience and just pure skill of Naperville North defending their state title. It is going to be a crazy Saturday. All 4 of those teams, regardless of who wins and loses in the semis, we're going to see a fantastic 2 semifinals. We're going to see a fantastic bronze match, and we're going to finish the night off with a great gold match. Coach Mendez, I can't wait for Saturday. It's going to be a long day, but these 4 teams left. It's going to be a long day, but these 4 teams left in Overwatch have a lot to show. They've got a lot to prove, and I don't know. The question is, will Naperville North three-peat, or will there be a new champion?
It's a lot of pressure, I'll tell you, especially for those kids. But if your heart is pumping like Mr. McGee and myself here sitting in this match, if you'd like to cool down, there's an IHSEA podcast going on just in 10 or so minutes with League of Legends professional LCS player Lorlo. on the Dignitas, or I almost said varsity. Let's see, I'm so used to Scholastic Esports. It's going to be an excellent podcast. I'm really excited to see the kind of information and the kind of opportunities that we could at least show our kids to see, how do you get into the professional scene? And this is the first time I think ever as IHSEA we're going to be interviewing an LCS professional.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting. Hey, everybody. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Congratulations to Naperville North, Springfield, Barrington, and Whitney Young for moving on to the state semifinals. Tune in tomorrow for the continuation of our Rocket League playoffs tomorrow at 7 p.m. And then Saturday, tune in all day for the Overwatch season coming to a conclusion. It's been real tonight, everybody. I'm Coach McGee here with Coach Mendez. Thanks for tuning in and coming right back for our podcast here in about 15 minutes.
TiVo says to do your homework.
Yes, do your homework, everybody. Finish off finals strong. Have a great night.